Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to the edition of the Newbie Farm. Alright, what's going on today? As you can see, we're just working away on the fields here. Looks like we need to spray a little bit of herbicide here on our barley that we planted last episode. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy rolling here. There's a bit of a weed problem starting, so hopefully this will actually as well, it will give us a little bit of moisture as well, which will be good. And this guy is, I think he already collected all of the cherries. Yes, he did. Good. So he's going to go probably fill up and sell the cherries as well, which is good for us. Let's just, this guy's doing his thing. Good. And this guy, what was this guy doing? This guy was selling... Ah yes, he was selling sunflowers, I believe. I do like this truck, actually. It's one of the better looking trucks from the outside, at least. There aren't many that look really good. Wow, 1,000 liters in the fuel? I don't think that's quite realistic. Didn't even realize that. Also, 15,000 liters probably is, or 1,500 liters probably isn't the most realistic quantity either, but... Alright, we do have a large quantity of wood chips still, so we could actually sell some of those. Time has not caught up with our little overlay HUD here, so I don't know what the price of, whoops, stay out of that guy's way. Let's just check to see what the price of wood chips are. 164, so that's actually a bit down. Oh, there's more than one place to sell wood chips. I didn't realize that. The best place is the biomass heating plant, but it's besides the point. Alright, so I think what we might do is sell a little bit of our wood chips. I'm just waiting for that VW to be refueled, because it should be driving past that at some point soon, which means it'll get refueled basically. Alright, so what do we have on our farm? So we have... What do we have now? Also, I discovered the John Deere does not work with the universal bucket. It does work, let's say that, but it's just too heavy for it. Even with the weight in the back, I discovered. So we have this now. So we're getting the barley for that. Liquid manure is full on that, which is good. Alright. There, it's being refueled now, which is excellent. And I think... I'm pretty sure our... Let's go check our Rubenschneider, however you say that, to see what our TMR is going to be like. I think it's fine still, but we may need to... we may need to plant some sugar beets or potatoes soon. Not sure yet. I think it's still fine, but we're going to check real quick. Yeah, we still have 84,000 liters of TMR, so I think we're okay for the time being. And this is annoying, but those two cows are frozen here, and that happens when I believe the area around... Oh, those are our cherries being sold. The area around the actual trough itself hasn't been... what's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't been outlined as an area not to walk into, so I believe that's what happens in this scenario. Oops, why am I going this way? I don't think there's any more manure, but let's just do this while we're over here anyways. I put a conveyor belt here because... Oh, there we go, a little bit of manure. I put the conveyor belt here because what happened was the front loader wouldn't work properly, so I just used this instead. Or used the conveyor belt instead. And it seemed to work well, actually. This is the one problem with this truck. It is a bit... It slides a little bit, and I don't know the reason why. It does, and I think it might be... Let's get inside here. I think it might be because the wheels weren't set up properly. This is the same thing that was happening with one of the trailers. The trailer would slide around all over the place, if you remember that. And I think that was primarily because the wheels weren't converted properly to the 2015. Because in if you do a convert from 2013 to 2015, this is what can happen sometimes. The sliding I'm referring to. and it's something to do with the tires. So we have a little bit of fertilizer now. We have 5,000 liters of fertilizer, which is excellent, actually. Which is good, because that's saving us money now. There we go. Make sure we keep the manure in there as best as possible. I wonder if you can buy manure there, here, on this map. I don't think you can, actually. But it's possible, but I'm not really sure. Hey, we have $21,000. Is there anything we need to buy? So we have a trailer now. We have a tractor. I don't think we can buy any bigger tractors, if I'm honest. I would like to replace a 220 horsepower tractor, but I don't think we have anything that's even within our reach. Ideally, we would get something like... those aren't 100... where's the 200 horsepower tractor? This guy is 200, but it's a little overkill, to be honest with you. I thought I took that out. Maybe I didn't. This was creating problems. This guy right here would be good. That's 185 horsepower, though. That's 250. I don't have too many tractors that are cheap and powerful, except for the one we have right now, basically. Which is the reason why we have the one we have, basically. Alright, perfect. So, I don't think you can buy manure, but let's just go take a quick little jaunt down there while our guy is spraying the field there. We're going to go down to the garden center is where we're going to go quickly. Because A, we haven't been there yet, and B, I think you can buy manure there. I know you can sell manure there, but I don't want to sell it, I want to buy it, so... It'd be nice if we want to go to this side over here. It'd be nice if there was a place where you could buy manure from, or something like that. I know with the biofuel facility, you actually do get manure from that, and that's a way of getting manure, but that costs $250,000, and it's a bit expensive just to get manure. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. That would be the ideal solution, something like that, where we can just produce our own manure, but that means we need to put our grain in there to make biofuel, which I don't think is the best way either, because then we're wasting our grain that way, but we're making fuel, so... Come see, come ça. Come sort of the expression in French. It's like, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Garden center. Alright. The nice thing about this truck, it is a 90km/h truck, which is pretty fast, considering how old this truck is, but gives you a bit of a chance to view the countryside of this map. It's pretty cool. I like it. I've played this map a lot. Like even in 2015 or 2013, sorry, it was very similar. Let's say that, like in layout. As I've mentioned before, the new rendition of the map has changed quite a bit. What are the lights like on here? Oh, they're not too bad. The new rendition has changed a bit, but I have not gotten a chance to take a look at it yet. I'd love it if there was a conveyor belt here and I could... I can't get in this way, good. Oh, it looks like you can buy manure here, actually. Ooh. You know what's funny? This building is, usually there's a conveyor belt coming out of the back there. Is there a trigger there? I wonder. So here's the greenhouse. What was this buying for trees? Trees. Who wants trees? Maybe you can buy stuff here then. If that's the case then. How can we do this? This guy's on his last pass anyway, so ideally, maybe what we'll do is we will... do we have a front loader we could rent for a little bit? That would be fantastic. I'm not renting that guy because it has problems. Let's say that. Alright, so I thought I had a tractor that had a front loader already built into it. Because what we can do then is we can just swing down there and I don't remember which one comes with a front loader bracket already on it. Oh shoot, I totally forget here. Maybe we can just use an in-game tractor. That might work better in this context. Alright, which tractor is it? The T4? Yes. So let's rent this for an hour. Yes, please. And we want to rent this for an hour. Yes. Oops. Okay, well I just purchased that. That's not what I wanted to do. But I guess I don't have much of a choice now. Alright, so reset tractor there. Reset this here. And we're just going to leave that guy there. And we're going to take this guy down to the same place. Because if we can, that would be awesome if we could just buy manure. And that would actually manure's not super expensive, so I'm not too worried about it. And we're gonna go ahead and grab this conveyor belt here. And if it's possible, there we go. If it's possible, we'll buy some manure. If not, well then, we'll deal with it. In reality, it probably means I'm going to reset them at some point, but we're going to test this out first. Oops, wrong direction. It's funny, this thing doesn't look like it attaches very well to front loaders. Not in this version of it, at least. In older versions, it was pretty good, but this one doesn't seem to work as well, so. Alright, so that guy is probably going to be finished. He's probably coming up on his last pass now, finishing up that little area. I imagine, at least. And he is going to finish that turn, and then he's going to fold it up, so he should be done real soon. Alright, there we go. He is done. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. And let's see if he will... Actually, I shouldn't do that, because I have... This is the funny thing about the way the soil mod works a little bit. As you can see, if you look carefully, the tractor's bouncing around. That's actually a new feature of the drive control mod that was released. It's 3.80 is the newest released. And with that newest release, the cool thing is it does that little... it moves depending on the terrain. So if you're going over like rough terrain, or going up driving through the field, or if it's plowed, it actually will... can I change the back one too from here? No, I didn't think so. It actually will bounce around a little bit based on... Oh, that's empty anyway, so perfect. It'll actually bounce around, which is kind of cool actually. So excellent. So let's come up here real quick, and we need to spray the soybeans as well. And we'll have to spray them with some more NPK next day, I imagine. So this is where having enough liquid manure would be nice, but ooh, that's a bit bad. Wow. This is where having enough liquid manure would be nice, because then I could just use a liquid manure, but we only have 5,000 liters, which is actually not terrible, but not enough to do the whole field, unfortunately. So, alright, let's get the front topped off here. So, best thing about this is it's we're just creating manure, creating fertilizer for free, which is awesome. Well, not free technically. Now at this point we're using manure to do it, but if you look carefully, we still have, at the end of this, we'll still have 3,600 liters, which will be enough for another spray, basically. Excellent. So soybeans, herbicide A. So we'll spray some soybeans here, and that should prevent any weeds from showing up in it. Theoretically, it should put some moisture in the ground too. Not sure how much moisture, but a little bit of moisture. Alright, let's get these guys rolling here. Whoops, a little bit of weight in the front there. Herbicide A. Alright, let's change the front. We'll go for double A, because that that gives us prevention as well. There we go. And I think I have a course set up for field 9. Let's check real quick here. Spray refill. There it is. Alright. This guy is right here. There we go. Herbicide A. So as you can see, there's weeds popping up all over the place. So this is the guy we want. And hopefully we can buy manure from this. We may not be able to. Oops. We may not be able to, I don't know for sure, but this is worth a try, because if we can fill up the manure on that facility, then we'll be able to hopefully keep a little bit of money. Eventually we'll need the we'll be able to make seeds as well, which will be nice. So we'll see how that goes. This is not straight at all. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just making it look like it's not straight. I don't know for sure, so we'll see how it is. 1 second, coffee break. Gotta love coffee. Alright, so let's go. This is one of the biggest problems when you have slower tractors like this and you have to go to like the furthest part of the map. Like this map isn't that big, to be honest with you. But as you get in some of the bigger maps, then it becomes a pretty big problem. You have to like drive across the map, and it takes like what seems like a long time. Sometimes it is, actually. Sometimes it isn't. Alright. Eventually what I would like to get is a bigger sprayer, or a pull behind sprayer would be nice. And I found one, but I think that it's the one that had problems with it, and I don't want to pick it up because if it has problems, this is going to make it worse. Especially with the soil mod as well. It just compounds things. It seems like. Well, that goes to a random field over there. Huh. Field 24 looks like. Huh. Alright, now this will be interesting to see whether or not we actually can buy manure from here. I'm excited to find out. Because if that is the case, that means we can use manure from our cows as well as from this. And then if we need to supplement what we get from the cows a little bit, this will be a good way of doing it. So, if not, well, we'll find out, I suppose. Nice big field down there. Last time I checked, that field was like $1 million, I think, to buy it. Something along those lines. Well, it used to be that. No, yeah, it was 21, I think. It used to be $1 million to buy that one in the old version of the game, in the old version of the map in 2013, but maybe not in this map. I don't know for sure. So we will find out at some point. I don't know how long we're playing this map. I really enjoy this map, and that's the reason why I'm playing it a lot. Somebody asked me the other day, like, why aren't you playing on the Manchester map? And that's because I upgraded the map and I actually lost the save by accident. It was my fault, and I just haven't started again. I didn't have a whole big long list of, or big long queue, I guess you could say, of Manchester map recorded, but I did of Banticow. So I haven't actually recorded on Banticow for quite a long time, but I still have video. I have like so many recorded on that map that I still have a whole bunch of in the bag, so to speak. Alright, so let's turn in here and let's see if we can actually buy manure, because I don't remember. If we can, great. If we can't, that's fine too. The survey says da, 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 da. Yes, we can. It looks like this is good. So let's get a full load here. That's actually super cheap too. Look at that. That's like nothing. We're gonna save a lot more money. We're gonna save quite a bit of money, because like that is nothing in comparison to how much the actual fertilizer. So that's pretty cheap. So what we'll do is let's see. We'll detach this and just push it forward a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And we'll just leave that there. And hopefully it stays there. That would be ideal. It looks like it may not, but we'll find out. So we'll just leave this here for the time being, and then we'll hop into this guy, and we'll make our way back. And then we'll top off our, you know what, just for the sake of not watching me drive all the way back, I'm just going to reset it. I know some people won't like that, and that's okay. But unless you want to watch another 5 minutes of me driving back, this is a way of saving people the watching me drive all the way back again. But alright, so let's go ahead and fill up our little station up here. So we can buy everything we need down from the garden station, looks like. So we can buy straw, grass, whatever we need down from there. Now, straw and grass is probably cheap, but I don't imagine that silage is that cheap. Alright, so let's put it in here. And this is gonna allow us to go a little bit further for fertilizer. So the cost of buying this is way cheaper than actually buying the fertilizer. So that only cost us like $100 or something. It wasn't very much at all. Perfect. Look at that. So now that will keep this going for a little while, and that's how much fertilizer we've made just from the little tiny bit of fertilizer and liquid slurry put in there. So by keeping it topped off like we did there, that will probably that'll probably give us quite a bit, I imagine. So liquid slurry is down again, but we have another 5,800 liters, so we'll be able to keep that. And I don't know, we might be able to buy, this guy's finishing up here. I don't know if you'd be able to buy slurry down here too. That would be interesting. But you can buy manure, so technically I could use the the manure down here. There we go. Sheesh. The manure down here to actually fertilize our fields, which could be pretty interesting, but I can't do that right now because my field's already planted and you need to plow in the manure, so can't do that this time. Maybe, but now we know about this, or now we've remembered, so yeah, we'll be able to do that. And that'll be pretty cool actually, once it's all said and done. No, doesn't look like you can buy manure down here. Or slurry, sorry. But manure is actually the best, so why buy slurry when you can buy manure? As long as that stays exactly where it is, it'll be fine, but I don't know if it will or not. We'll find out. Alright, so let's go ahead and return the tractor because we don't need it anymore. And we'll just leave that there because we might need it again in the future. This guy's finishing up. Excellent. So this is probably a good time to stop. So now we know about that manure selection down there. Maybe next time we fertilize our fields, we'll actually use that instead of synthetic, hopefully. Alright folks, that'll be it for me for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from the Newbie Farm. I will catch you guys later.